Hi everybody, this is Scott Stevens from Blue Water Alchemy. Don's behind the camera if you're wondering where he is. We're up in the mountains of Colorado where we get our water from that we use to make our Ormus. And if you're watching this video, then you've come to our site from many different places more than likely. And you're wondering, is this right for me? Well, let's just take you to the end. Let's assume you've decided to go ahead and click the buy button. What you'll end up with is a box. We ship everything priority mail through the U.S. Postal Service. What'll come are two pieces of paper. First, your packing slip showing what you ordered and the PayPal receipt for that. And then also basically some instructions on how to take the Ormus. And we're going to go over some of those right now. But Ormus is a very special thing, and there is a potency to it because it is a vibrational elixir, if you will. All right, so what ends up coming is the bottle, and we have them wrapped in plastic, so they won't break on the way to you. We can pull that off. On the outside is a black EMF bag, and because Ormus is highly impressionable and susceptible to EMF waves or imprinting by those EMF waves, we have these carbon poly bags so that as they go through the post service and that shipping process, that they come to you clean, that they aren't imprinted in that process. The label of the type of Ormus that you purchased will be on that bag, and in this particular one is the white light. In the white light there are 4 salts, Dead Sea being the primary salt, along with Pacific, Atlantic, Celtic salt, and then also there is some Bolivian salt in there. And it looks like this. And it really does look like a milk. When you go through the process of taking it and are done, return it to the bag. It does not need to be refrigerated. It's best kept away from microwaves. It's best kept away from those kind of magnetic fields. All right, this is the white light Ormus, and it's one of my favorites. Before you take it, you'll notice that it's kind of separated. Here's another bottle, and this is what the separation looks like. This is the water, the Orms, and what has to happen is you need to remix it. When we go through the pH swing to create the Ormus, we get a precipitate, and that is the Ormus. And before you take it, you need to remix that. So, because this is impressionable and because it is a vibrational tool, we need to mix it. We drop it in your hands, making sure it's mixed well. At the same time you're doing that, you need an intention. Everybody's intention is going to be different because with the monoatomics that come with the Ormus, there is a connection that gets established or more pronounced between you and the blessed field or the Meissner field, the quantum field. And as these monoatomics end up in your system, you end up closer to that field. And that energy then that the monoatomics allows into your body, because the monoatomics will end up in your cells, in your DNA, in your chromosomes. And that opens the gateway for the spirit aspect, the subtle energies to then come into your system. And that's the real gift of the Ormus, is bringing those energies into your life. So there's a couple of ways you can take the Ormus. Some people are happy just with a little bit off the top of the bottle, and I personally like the flavor. In the days of old, this was called the milk and honey. Tell me that doesn't look like milk. And with just a small sip and holding the intention or what you would like to manifest from the Ormus, let it sit in your mouth. And then you take that into your system. And as the monoatomic gold, which is very, let's just say it's readily available in the Dead Sea salts that we use, that monoatomic gold is attracted to and will begin to work on the pineal gland. And that pineal gland, as it gets stimulated along with the third eye, there'll be a sweet aftertaste. And indeed, as that pineal gland is stimulated, you'll get a sweet aftertaste. And that's the honey aspect of the milk and honey. Other metals or monoatomics that are in this come from the Celtic or the very cold North Atlantic salts. And those are platinum group metals, which work at the throat chakra, issues of expression, attachment issues. If you've got something you just need to get through in your life, that will begin to help with those. And with the 11 other monoatomics that are in this, they work through the corresponding acupuncture points or chakra points within the subtle energy body of the system. So it takes a little bit of time for this to work through the body and to begin to balance the physiology. And the amazing thing is, I like to call these stem cells from the mineral kingdom, because they truly are gifts from the planet. And as these monoatomics come into your system, you end up grounding your life experience. And it is a beautiful thing to be grounded, but then also connected to spirit. And it's amazing how this can impact your garden, your houseplants, those kind of vegetables that you may be growing as we move into the summer season. So it's not just for humans, it is for all of biology. Something that's great about the Ormus is as it begins to work into your system, your aspect of inner guidance, that knowingness and that openness to the subtle energy realms begins to manifest. Your dreams will become lucid. And that is all something we look forward to, is getting that guidance from our inner or higher selves out into the dream state, so we can then use those lessons that we've been shown. We really can't talk about the health aspects, but as that physiology gets balanced out, amazing things happen when you work with your thought processes and you deal with things on the emotional level. Once you get your thoughts and your emotions begin to balance, then the physical being begins to come into a perfect resonance. And that is one of the reasons why the ancients needed the manna and the milk and honey. It was such an important part of their well-being. Having Ormus in your life is a gift. It is a choice, but it is a gift. Once it comes into your life, it will change you. If you're not ready for changes, then you're probably not ready for Ormus. But if you're ready to take your evolvement and your unfoldment to the next level, Ormus can help in that process. Thanks for stopping by here at Blue Water Alchemy, where the water makes the difference. And for beginning, or at least considering your adventure into Ormus and into the subtle energy realms, where it will change you. Take care and God bless.